it in a second, but I'll bring it back.
Giggins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Tuesday evening here on the airwaves of homegrown local radio, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. And for those also tuning in online, whether it be at rjbroadcasting.com or even yourliveevent.com, Paul Vold on the call tonight with Aitkin Gobbler boys basketball taking on the Esko Eskimos tonight, a big Section 7 2A matchup with your Aitkin Gobblers sitting at 3-8 on the season, while the Esko Eskimos 12-2 on the season at the top of the section, a 5-0 record, while the Aitkin Gobblers 1-4 in the section as well. Paul Vold tonight joined alongside Jeremy Jansen. A couple of nights ago, of course, back on Friday for the Aitkin Gobblers, they fell at home. It was a 67-56 loss at home, Jeremy, and got off to a good start, did the Gobblers. Probably in the later half of the contest and first and second half, just seemed that the boys ran out of steam in that game against Park Rapids.
Yeah, they kind of got away from what they were doing in the first and second, start both halves, and kind of got out of what I know Coach Stan wants them to, slower pace, work the ball, play good defense, and we got kind of in a little bit of a track meet when we didn't want to with that team, and 67-56 was more two 3-point game. It ended with free throws, but a game that the Gobblers definitely would want back, and obviously they'll get an opportunity against Park Rapids again coming up. But yeah, they don't have to slow the pace here against Esko. Esko's a good team that wants to run up and down the floor too, so they got their hands full tonight.
That they certainly do. Size going to be the name of the game tonight. Of course, that's in the favor of Esko, but we'll talk more about that here with the pregame show. Of course, on the Aitkin Health Services scoreboard and also the Brando Motors of Aitkin scoreboards as well. We've got lots to cover here tonight, especially with the Aitkin Gobblers. Again, that loss 67-56 did have the early lead, but we were talking about just losing steam, turnovers, and missed opportunities at the free throw line, finishing 6 of 15 at the free throw line, and a lot of those on the front end of 1-and-1s as well. So if you're able to convert that whittles down that lead big time, down to even a single possession. 18 turnovers, but still got 20 points out of Jalen Williams, 14 out of Zach McDonald as well, and Landon did chip in 5 points, 8 rebounds in the loss back on Friday.
And that game was pretty equal. First half rebounds were equal. Turnovers were relatively the same with about 5 or 6 apiece, and it ended with Aitkin with 18 and I think Park Rapids with 12. And so difference in the game, turnovers and missed free throws, difference between winning and losing isn't that much, and it comes down to the little things. And so, you want to win a game, you got to convert on the little things.
Esko, on the other hand, riding now 7 wins in their last 8 games. Their only loss, which was 69-57 back against Perham on January 8th. And they also came off a win earlier this past week as well. That was 99-89 against Moose Lake Willow River. But for the Eskimos, 5-0 in the section, 5-0 on the road as well. But the fact that they are able to stand at the top of the standings when it comes to the sections standings as well at 5-0 right now. And again, as we go in the later portion of the schedule, section wins are going to get even bigger and bigger besides the overall wins themselves.
Correct. The Gobblers have an equal or a common opponent in Perham. They played them first game of the season, and 2-point game at half, and played right with Perham, who's a dang good basketball team. And so, if they do if the Gobblers can do the little things that they're capable of doing, they're going to be in every basketball game. And it's when they get away from the things that they're good at where leads start to open, balls, we start to turn the ball over a little bit. And so I think it's important to do the little things right.
We'll have lots more to talk about here on the pregame show, including a look at our out-of-town scoreboard as well. We're already in action as well with the Mille Lacs Raiders and Aitkin Gobbler wrestling teams down in Onamia tonight. We've got basketball on yourliveevent.com and Talk 100 as well. step aside for a break. We'll have much more coming up in the pregame shows. The Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Esko Eskimos tonight, Section 7 2A basketball on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
At R&J
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those also tuning in to the video stream at yourliveevent.com, Paul Vold joined alongside the 2021 Section 7 2A Coach of the Year for your Aitkin Gobbler baseball team, Jeremy Jansen. Just had to throw that in there at least one more time. Just had to do that. You get that plaque fixed quite yet, or sent back in?
Yeah, it'll be buried under, that's the one thing. It's funny. I try to tell the kids of baseball, you'll never remember winning the all-conference award. It's great at the time, but one thing you're going to remember is the memories you made with your friends. And so, yeah, although it's a plaque that you can look at. It's all the kids that you've coached and memories you've made, especially this last year's group of the third place, finishing the state tournament, and that's what I'll remember more than anything.
Absolutely, and I know that was definitely worth the trip back and forth. And, well, early on in the postseason run, taking out a little bit of wildlife in that early goings, but luckily enough, the old vehicle was able to hold up throughout the postseason run from Cohasset back, Duluth back, or Superior back, and then down to St. Cloud and back a couple of times.
Yeah.
But third place finish certainly did make it that much more sweet for the Aitkin Gobbler baseball team this past spring. So it was definitely quite the ride.
And you got a new vehicle on.
This is true. This is true. A big shout out to Jeff Chelstrom and the great folks over at Aitkin Motors, one of our proud sponsors for Aitkin Gobbler Athletics, for allowing myself to pick up a new vehicle in the process as well. So, all good things come to those that wait, I guess, in this process, or just ignorance is bliss at the end of it all. Really. But talking more about our matchup tonight with your Aitkin Gobbler boys basketball team taking on the Esko Eskimos tonight as well. But, we've talked about here the last couple games, Jeremy, especially with the way the schedule has been. This is just another one of those matchups where it's going to make the team much better in the grand scheme of everything. And looking at the fact that, they take on Esko. They, played Park Rapids this past week. Then they're looking ahead at the schedule. Detroit Lakes, Pequot coming up here in the near future, too. And it's not going to get any easier for Aitkin, but again, it takes going up against quality opponents like this for the late half of the season, too.
Yeah, the Gobblers started with a tough schedule. I mean, their first 4 out of the gate were rough in the sense of quality opponents. That's what you want. I mean, to build yourself to the end of the season, this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, and you get better along the way, and you build that endurance and get better at the little things to build for that playoff stretch. It doesn't matter what all the records are thrown aside anyway when it comes. It's a new season, here at the beginning of March. So you continue to battle, play good opponents, work through the little things, and we've got some quality basketball players that they put it together. They can surprise somebody in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. And we're getting closer and closer in the later half of the season. More and more of a full game we're starting to see for the Gobblers, too. Just a couple of minutes in each side of the half for Aitkin was really a big difference maker in that game against Park Rapids.
Correct. It was both halves, as we said earlier. The game before against Crosby, they put it all together. It was a complete game. We just came up on the short end in overtime, but I mean, there wasn't a stretch in that game where we had a letdown or we turned the ball over 3 or 4 consecutive times. We played good defense. We took quality shots, and it was a game everybody felt we should have gotten there. But if you put them together like that one, you're going to give yourself an opportunity. These guys are playing good opponents as well. So it's going to be a matchup that the Gobblers are looking for.
We'll have our sit-down conversation with Coach Scott Stanfield coming up here on the other side of the break. And it's also getting a look here to out-of-town schedule as well over on Talk 100 KLKS and YourLiveEvent.com. Nevis is at Pine River Bacchus tonight in girls basketball in action. And just getting probably to the final match of the night in a triangular. It was originally a quadrangular, but Cass Lake being a Black Duck had to drop out with the Mille Lacs Raiders playing host to the Aitkin Gobblers as well as Railton Uppsala in that triangular down in Onamia, and we'll get scores from that as they come available to us. And again, that wrestling triangular over on Real Country 94.3. Again, we'll have our conversation with Coach Stanfield coming up here after a break. We'll get a look at our starting lineups and much more. Another Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout. Aitkin Gobbler boys basketball taking on the Esko Eskimos here on the Gobbler, YourLiveEvent.com.
We inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses UC Advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to YourLiveEvent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's YourLiveEvent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family-owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to the pregame show here tonight on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com. As now we get the chance to catch up with head coach for your Aitkin Gobblers, Coach Scott Stanfield, joins us here on the pregame show. Coach, last time that we saw this Gobbler team in action, Park Rapids on Thursday, unfortunately, 67-56 was not to the favor of Aitkin. You know, we were talking about before the interview started that, you know what, got off to a good start, probably just lost a little bit of steam towards the end, and that ultimately led to some turnovers with some of those free points for Park Rapids too.
Yep, no question about it. We played well for, 32 minutes, and I think the last 3-4 minutes we kind of hit the wall and missed some free throws. We were 5 for 16 from the line, and a lot of those were front ends of 1-and-1. So if you convert those, then that game's down to maybe a one-possession game, or we're even ahead, and that changes how you can coach, changes how you can play, changes a whole bunch of things. So, but to give Park Rapids credit, they had a big kid that we just had a hard time guarding. They're a tough matchup for us, 6'4" point guard along with the 6'8" post guy, and our 6'2" post tried to battle, but and they did. And that's all you can ask for. But I think their physicality kind of wore us down.
Talking about the fact that you were able to, especially with the size matchup, that wasn't exactly to your advantage as well in that game. Early on, again, you're talking about battling through, then a couple of fouls to the side of Landon. Alex also as well, getting a couple of fouls and have to dig a little bit more, try to find the right matchup. Ultimately, just wasn't in the cards for your team too, especially with the fact that your team was down a couple of big post players as well.
Yeah, and it all comes down to just this team has played, we played well against some really good teams, and that's encouraging. And now we just got to find a way, how are we going to get to that next little 3-minute burst that we need towards the end of games. And Crosby game could have went either way. I think the Park Rapids game could have went either way. They're both very good teams. I think, the combined records of these teams we're playing I think it's 31-6 if you count Esko in it. So we got another tough game in Esko, and our kids are ready. They're going to, you've seen them play. People here have seen them play, and our kids are going to be ready to play, and they're going to play hard. Whether we can match their skill set of the Esko kids, we'll find out. But we're going to try to, do some things to slow them down and make them think, and hopefully we keep moving on offense and getting easy baskets, and then it's a close game at the end. We pull one out. That's our game plan.
Coach talking about as well a little bit of the game plan tonight against the Eskimos too. They bring in some size as well, seeing a lot of 6'2", 6'1" kids, but also seeing 6'7" on the back half of that matchup as well. Very similar to what you saw against Park Rapids. And talking about it too, trying to slow things down. I think that's one thing that your team has definitely been trying to do, especially some of these games that where the size is into your advantage, try to slow things down and find those open looks too.
Right, and we have been doing a really good job running our offense, and over the last week, I heard from a lot of people about what we're doing and how much they like it, and that's good for our kids to hear, and they're hearing it from outside the program. That's a good thing. But we're gonna have to run offense. No problem passing the ball 8, 9, 10 times before we take a shot, and make those guys play defense. I mean. We have to be able to make them chase us, and if they do that, they'll slowly wear out also. But we got to be a little smarter on our rotations. We'll get Eli Christie more minutes tonight, and we're down a post and Micah Lane, so Blaze Sanford will have to step up and play. But we need to get kids in and out a little bit more. Landon in the post, he gets tired, he kind of stops moving like most kids. So we got to watch those things, and we'll be set. I'm expecting our kids to play really a good game tonight.
Coach, we appreciate the time as always. Look forward to talk to after the game as well.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Our conversation with Coach Scott Stanfield for your Aitkin Gobblers here on the pregame show. Your Aitkin Gobblers taking on the likes of the Esko Eskimos tonight here on the Gobbler. Gobblers look to slow things down against the size opponent that does include the Esko Eskimos tonight, and we'll talk about that more on the other side of our national anthem. Starting lineups also coming up here from the Aitkin High School Gymnasium on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboards. Another Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout is on the way. The opening tap between the Gobblers and the Eskimos coming up here on the Gobbler. KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1, and also tuning in live at YourLiveEvent.com.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet Buick GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
This is Jim Berkmeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, Thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
This is Jim
The
Berkemar.
eye care centers of Aitkin and McGregor today.
Welcome back to the Aitkin High School Gymnasium here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1 for those tuning in as well. To rjbroadcasting.com as we get a look here at our starting lineups for both teams tonight, starting first with a visiting team on the scoreboard, the 12-2 Esko Eskimos tonight. Their starting lineup will be starting off with number 3, a 6'1.5" 1.5-inch sophomore in McCoy Parrish. Number 5 is a 6'2.5" senior in Mason Parrish. Number 13 is a 6'2" senior in Nicholas Swanson. Number 15 is a 6'1" sophomore in Dalton Spindler, and number 20 is a 6'1" junior, that being Quinn Berger for the Esko Eskimos. Head coach for the Eskimos is Derek Anderson. Now for your Aitkin Gobblers tonight, their matchup and their lineup will go like this. A 6' senior guard in number 1, Gus Sanford. Number 2 is a 6'3" senior forward in Landon Jansen. Number 11 is a 5'10" senior guard in Zach McDonald. Number 13, a 6'3" junior forward in Alex Palm. And number 15 is a 5'10" senior guard in Jalen Williams. Head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers, Scott Stanfield, assisted by Greg Hills, Ben Schwartz, and Daryl Smith. Manager is Bailey Gabriel. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen tonight as the Gobblers getting announced here tonight as well. Gobblers sticking with the home red uniforms, Aitkin script, solid white numbers and letters with the white piping down the side of the shorts as well. The Eskimos, the visiting team, the road whites tonight, Eskimos going across the chest. Solid yellow numbers with a little bit of blue trim around the numbers and the letters here tonight for the Esko Eskimos. Gobblers will be working right to left on your radio dials and on your computer screens at rjbroadcasting.com. For those tuning into your liveevent.com, unfortunately, due to my ineptitude, we don't have a scoreboard camera tonight. I forgot the little doohickey that holds the camera in place, and
we can just make sure to update that.
We'll just say the time a whole bunch, and I feel like people won't get mad regardless as well. It kind of gets ingrained in you after a while for doing radio.
You still can see it on the bottom, though, right?
Well, you can see the score. You can see which half it is, but unfortunately,
not the time.
Not the time, unfortunately. That's what we had the scoreboard camera for as well.
Ah, gotcha.
So we'll remember next time and do better in the process. So it'll be Alex Palm to take the opening tap. He'll go against Esko's number 5 and Mason Parrish, and we get a stoppage on the jump ball to begin the game. So the Gobblers, in essence, win the opening tap. Never seen that before. With 17:58 to go here, Gobblers will have the basketball. Jalen Williams will inbound. Hopefully, he'll get it to Gus Sanford, which he does. And he'll give it up to Alex Palmer in across the timeline in the right corner now for Landon Jansen. Jansen will give it up to Sanford. He'll work right side down along the baseline. Skip pass all the way around the horn. We go to Jalen Williams for 3. Knocks it down. The Gobblers are up 3-0 right off the opening shot.
Nice ball movement on that first possession. Find that open shot.
Back the other way. Basket will count and fouled in the process. Number 13, Nick Swanson, will find his way onto the stat sheet and one opportunity. First foul of the night.
Landon, I believe.
Yep, Landon right in the middle there. It'll be his first. And one free throw trying to tie the ball game at 3-3, which they do not convert, and Jalen Williams will get the board. He'll give it up to Gus Sanford. He'll work his way across half court. Gus the left side now into the corner for Landon Jansen. Back up top now for Zach McDonald. Weak side screen, loses the handle. Regains it, though, at the top of the circle now, so he'll hand it off to Jalen. Williams with the handle from the free throw line. Kicks it right side. Turnover on a steal by the Eskimos. Back the other way, a basket will not go as a foul called. And they are going to call continuation.
Wow. Looked like it was on the floor to me.
Looked very close on the floor there. Indeed. Foul goes against Gus Sanford. And 2 free throws coming up now for number 3. That's going to be McCoy Parrish. He'll head his way to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First of 2, no good. Now 0 for 2 to start off are the Esko Eskimos. Second free throw from McCoy is good. Tied at 3 apiece. 17:08 to go here in this first half of basketball here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Almost a travel there, but nothing called as landing on the pivot foot, but that one not sliding was Jalen Williams as he works it back to the top of the key. Left side now for Zach McDonald. McDonald throws a pass in the middle, looking for Williams, almost taken away, but he regains it in the left corner. Now working it to the right side for Gus Sanford, the free throw line. Stops, pops a shot off the side of the rim. Long rebound goes out of bounds. It will go back to the Eskimos. 16:35 to play here in this first half. Of course, keeping our eye out for a big deal player of the game, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy, a player of the game as well. Gobbler fans stomping their feet to get the crowd into it against the Eskimos as we're tied at 3, a minute and a half to start the game. Shot just outside the lane, hits off the back of the iron, no good. A rebound down to Landon as the shot thrown out by McCoy Parrish. Jalen Williams back the other way. Regained by Alex Palm in the left corner. Right into the left corner, dribbles his way out of trouble now to Gus Sanford. Gus will pick up his dribble near the top of the key now to the left side for Jalen Williams. Spins the lane, tries to throw up a shot, denied as bodies go hitting the floor, and a turnover nonetheless, and loose ball. Last touch by a Eskimo will give it right back to the Aitkin Gobblers.
Yeah, good hands by Zach there, just deflecting it right off his own knee and out of bounds.
Getting it right back. We're tied at 3 still. Now 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes into the game. Gus Sanford dribbles behind his back across half court. Now to Jalen Williams from the left wing. Back up top now for Sanford. Hangs on to it. Now back to Jalen. Loses the handle as it's going to be poked away, and it'll stay with Aitkin.
Kind of a slower pace to start here, and that's what the Gobblers want.
Yeah, especially in that game against Park Rapids. They tried to work fast, and it did get off to a big 10-2 start, but from that point on, Park Rapids was able to pick up the pace in their own favor. But now Aitkin slowing things down with a 3-3 game currently. Feed pass inside for Landon, up and off the glass, strong, and the Gobblers take the lead at 5-3.
A little bit of a mismatch underneath there. Gobblers able to exploit it.
Top of the circle now for Quinn Berger. He's going to fire off a three-pointer off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound down to McCoy Parrish. Up with the left hand off the cash window and in. 15 minutes ago, we're tied at 5. Across half court now. Sliding, drawing almost a triple team. Jalen Williams to the right side. Now Gus Sanford left alone for a 3. Fouled. Basket will count, and he is fouled on the 3. Gus Sanford. How about a 4-point play opportunity?
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
It has been quite a while. As the body being thrown into by number 3, McCoy Parrish. First foul of the night for Esko and also for Parrish. And a 4-point play opportunity for Gus. Off the front of the rim, rattles all the way around, but finds its home. 9-5. The Gobblers lead. Loose ball, last touch by, they're going to say the Gobblers, and almost a near turnover off the inbound.
Gobbler players were asking for it to go the other way, but I think that was the correct call.
Esko avoids a turnover, but the inbound back and forth they go between Spindler and Berger as well across half court. Now to McCoy Parrish to the top of the key. Free throw lane through the middle. They're going to call a travel against McCoy Parrish. Took a couple of hop steps through the lane.
He had his Euro step to start, but then he hopped again.
9-5 the lead. Long stretch pass for Gus Sanford. Double team on him. Up off the window. Finds the way in. Gobblers up 11-5. 3.5 minutes in. Gobblers up by 6. Parrish, right side. Spindler for a 3. Good. Cuts it down now to 11-8. Long home run pass. It's going to be picked off by McCoy Parrish the other way. Parrish through the lane, and we're going to call foul on the floor against Aitkin, it looks like, as Eli Christie into the game for the first time tonight. He checks in for Jalen Williams, and looks like Jalen right back in. They're going to say the foul against Zach McDonald. Him and Christie were right there at the free throw lane. 14:08 to play here in the first half. Left side, now into the left corner. Spindler going to fire up another three-pointer off the back of the iron. No good. A rebound down to number 13, Nick Swanson, as he'll give it right back to Spindler, who's going to fire off another three and good.
That was actually Colin Berger for three.
Berger, you say?
Yeah.
How about that? Berger for a three-pointer. Hey, guess what? We're tied at 11 now. Sanford to Christie out on the right side, looks for a pass to penetrate the perimeter. He'll take it himself through the lane. But between the legs, behind the back pass, left corner, Sanford for a three, no good. As it hit halfway down, but kicked right back out. Rebounded back down to Esko. McCoy Parrish through the lane off the back of the rim. Gets his own rebound after being touched by Christie, off the window and in, as the Eskimos take the lead after being down by 6, and they've got 8 straight points to their favor. Jalen Williams is back the other way for the Gobblers. Takes on 2, now 3. Now we get a foul called against McCoy Parrish.
Parrish second.
2 fouls for Parrish with 13:05 to play here in the first half. We'll get Sanford and Jansen to check out. Blaze Sanford, so we get Gus out for Blaze in. And Zach McDonald back into the ball game as well. 13:04 to play. Zach McDonald will take the inbound across the timeline. Top of the key now, left side for Jalen. Jalen will get it up top now to Blaze Sanford. McDonald on the right side looks for a pass back up top for Eli. Left side for Blaze. Blaze looks for another pass back to the right side. He'll go to Sanford once again. Actually, Blaze that was back to Eli Christie. Left side for Alex Palm on the left wing. Cutting right through the middle, Sanford not able to get the good angle enough with 12:30 to go. Gobblers down by 2 at 13-11. To the left side, Zach McDonald tries to hold up on a pass as it escaped his hand and throws it out of bounds. A turnover by Aitkin with 12:30 to go in the first half. Gobblers down 13-11. Left side now back up for Spindler. Looking for Berger, actually that was. Berger to the right wing, three-pointer no good. Long rebound, we get a foul called on the board, as that one will be against Nick Swanson, that is. That'll be his first, I believe. Try to reach over Jalen Williams for the rebound. 12:19 to go. Gobblers will keep the basketball as inbounded to Eli Christie. Christie being defended by Spindler. Will take it across half court for the Gobblers. At the top of the key now for Christie. Left side for McDonald. McDonald looks to cut at the free throw lane. Nothing going to the right side. He'll pass back over the left for Blaze Sanford. Eli Christie. Top of the key now for Alex Palm. Palm left side pass to Jalen Williams. Cuts his way to the free throw lane. Spins in the lane and loses it but regains it. To Zach McDonald. Hesitation. Jumper inside the arc. No good. Rebounded down to Quinn Berger. Berger will take it across the half court now, looking for Swanson. Dishes it out for Spindler. Right corner, 3 on the way. No good. A rebounded down to Alex Palm after the missed 3 from Mason Parrish. 11:30 to go. Gobblers still down by 2. Tipped away by the Eskimos, and will stay with Aitkin as Gus Sanford and Landon Jansen check in. Blaze is out. Christie is out.
Speaking of Alex Palm, his uncle up in Orr, Minnesota, listening to us from afar.
All right. Tuning in tonight. I'm assuming another Palm as well, that side of the family.
Russ Palm.
Russ tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in. As a foul called on the shot against Landon Jansen. He will head his way to the line as Nick Swanson heads his way with 2 fouls. 11:20 to go here in the first half. 2 free throws coming up for Landon. Front end of the 2, no good. Second time tonight a Gobbler has been to the free throw line. Fortunately, Gobblers having continued troubles converting. Is that now 0 for 2 to start off?
Nope.
That's right.
2 for 3 now.
2 for 3 now as Landon hits his second of 2, that's right, because Gus
Hit the
completed the 4-point play.
4-point play, yeah.
That's right. Glad somebody's paying attention. 13-12, Gobblers trail here in the first half. 11-19 counting downward on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboards. Mason Parrish across the timeline. Cross-court pass looking for Spindler right side now as Chad Hart checks into the game for the first time tonight. Pass through the lane, turnaround, fadeaway jumper, good from Quinn Berger. Chad Hart checks in for the first time tonight. 6'7" senior for the Eskimos. Under 11 to go, Gobblers down 15-12. We come back the other way after a turnover. Stretch pass for Spindler. Try to get the awkward lift on the shot. Couldn't get it to go. Across half court now. Not enough on it, but apparently Alex Palm says that's enough for a shot opportunity. Hart gets the rebound. Long stretch pass back the other way. Lays it up off the window. Basket will count and fouled on his way to the basket for the Eskimos. Brett Lillo will head his way to the free throw line with 2 more points. His first points of the night, and the Eskimos up 17-12 as the foul given to the Gobblers.
4 fouls apiece on the night, both teams.
First foul of the night for Alex Palm. I believe that's still for him as well. Being assessed his first of the night. And 1 free throw from Lillo, no good. Loose rebound. It's Gus Sanford comes out with it. Loses the handle, but again recovered by the Gobblers as Jalen Williams hitting the deck hard. He comes out with it. As 10.5 to go, pass thrown away as Jalen went one way, the pass went the other for the Gobblers. Gobblers down by 5. Quinn Berger in the lane, fed down low, up off the glass, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound once again, misses the second shot as it was number 2, Carter Zizelka, wearing number 2, listed on the roster wearing number 21. Just a side note here for our scorekeeper this evening, Jeremy Jansen.
Yes, they had some numbers mixed up in the JV game as well.
Up off the window, Gus Sanford takes a body, but he'll lay it up off the glass. Maybe a situation where not all the uniforms made it to the game and or different numbers for different sets of uniforms. Have that problem before.
That's 8 points for...
And they're going to call a carry on number 42, Chad Hart. Eli Christie checking back in. Alex Palm is out, and Blaze Sanford is in, while Jalen Williams will also check out. 8 points for Gus Sanford in the first half. Still down by 3 are the Gobblers at 17-14. A little bit of chat from our official underneath the basket before he lets the Gobblers inbound the basketball. Going for the home run, ball off the inbound. Last touch by the Eskimos, going out as Eli Christie trying to audition for Coach Hills this fall.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Or for on the mound
this
this
is true. This is true.
He's a nice pitcher. Eli does a nice job.
Never hurts to get your early reps in for all sports whatsoever. Gobblers will keep the basketball as it will be a 3 left short as a foul called out on the floor, it looks like, before the shot against Zach.
White number 4, Brett Lillo, it looks like it was away from the play.
Gobblers will keep the basketball. 5th team foul of the first half for the Eskimos. Right to Blaze Sanford. Shot blocked, gets it right back. Before it's taken away, stretch pass out the other way for the Eskimos. Lays it up off the window, does Lillo. And that'll be 2 points for him once again. 19-14, Gobblers trail.
Lillo had something to say for Gus Sanford after that made shot.
Keep an eye as this game does develop. 9:08 to play, just about halfway through our first half on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Timeout taken by the Gobblers. Take it with them as well with 9:08 to play here in the first half. Gobblers down by 5 on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com. Keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June.
932-432. Our energy services team will be more than happy to help. Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative cares about you and your home's energy efficiency.
19-14 our score. The Aitkin Gobblers trail here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold joined alongside with Jeremy Jansen here from the Aitkin High School Gymnasium tonight. From the Cub Foods, Brainerd and Baxter radio booth. Gobblers down by 5. Now 6 team fouls for Esko in this first half.
3 guys with 2 apiece for...
As Gobblers control the offense with the movement over towards Jalen Williams, Eli Christie. Christie looks for a pass in the right corner for Alex Palm. Palm tries to get out of a double team, throws it off the leg. It works to the benefit of the Gobblers. Blocked in the lane is Landon.
Yeah, it went right through his legs, right like a pass. He planned that.
Yeah, I think initially the thought from Alex was to throw it off the leg and go out of bounds, but luckily enough, the Eskimo player, his leg split right to Landon as he gets 2 free throws in the process, makes the front end. That foul assessed to Quinn Berger. Berger now with a foul to his credit. And now makes it 4 points on the night for Landon as the Gobblers now trail after the second free throw by the score of 19-15. Rebounded down to Berger. He'll stretch it out now to his teammates back the other way for Lilo. Lilo through the lane. Actually, that's Carter Zazelka, that is. Has a foul called out on the floor, it looks like. Nope, they're going to say 2 free throws on the continuation as Zazelka will head his way to the free throw line. Foul goes against Landon. That's his second. Landon with 2 fouls. Front end of the 2 free throws, good. Right around a 5-point advantage for Esko here in the middle minutes.
I don't have a number 2 on here, so.
Yeah, again, number 21. That's what he was also listed as.
Ah, gotcha.
Yep. Back the other way after the missed free throw. Chad Hart gets the rebound, but the points will go to Quinn Berger as he'll find the weak side of the defense and find his way onto the stat sheet with 2 more points. Resetting now, the Gobblers down by 7. Largest lead here of this contest for Esko. It's been right around 5 points for the most part after the Gobblers were up early in this ball game again, as it'll be a 5-second. Again, no, they're going to get a timeout before the call against Aitkin. Just a quick 30-second timeout. Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout. We'll just keep it right here with a 22-15 deficit. The Gobblers down here early. After the start of the game, Jeremy, obviously the Gobblers were trying to slow things down, but then Esko was able to find a way to pick up the pace a little bit more suited to their game, and the Gobblers have yet to find a way to fully respond.
Correct. You know, it's, again, they're doing a nice job of trapping the Gobblers on offense, and we're panicked a little bit, threw a couple balls away, and when you give a good team an extra chance or a chance, they're going to make you pay. And so, again, good passes. You know, don't panic in the offensive set. Just run the set and let things happen.
Quick out-of-town scoreboard update. Royalton defeats Onamia, Mille Lacs and Aitkin as well. The Royals defeated the Raiders 61-10, and then also defeated Aitkin 55-17. Again, that wrestling triangular down in Onamia is on Real Country 94.3. Gobblers give up another turnover across half court. Now looking for Brett Lilo through the lane. His shot denied by the front of the rim. Chad Hart with a rebound. He's fouled, and he'll head his way to the free throw line. As the turnover forced by Connor Lottie on the steal. And that's going to be a foul against Gus. That's his second.
6 turnovers for the Gobblers thus far.
Chad Hart at the free throw line for 2 guaranteed free throws. First one is good. 23-15 Gobblers trail. As Gus checks out, Zach McDonald back in. Also Landon Jansen out for a spell. Blaze Sanford in his place. Second free throw from Hart, no good. Long rebound. Zazelko will get the rebound as he'll dish it back out to Connor Lottie. Lottie will back it out now to Brett Lilo to Zazelka. Now back out to Lilo once again on the left side. From the top of the key, right elbow, back out to Berger for a three-pointer. Good. Back to a double-digit point lead. First time tonight, either team's led by double digits. It's 11 at 26-15, 7:20 to go in the first half with Eli Christie, a double team against him. Zach McDonald. Zach kicks it right side now for Alex Palm. Palm in front of the Eskimo bench, looks to get rid of it. He'll find a lane to the right side, just inside the arc. Force pass through the middle, loose ball. It's still picked up. Blaze Sanford trying to find Alex Palm. He'll take it, fire a shot up, and good. Basket counts, and the basket will count as a foul underneath the basket, it looks like. Basket is good. It looks like the foul did occur after the shot went off. Foul goes against.
Looks like Blaze Sanford, maybe?
Looks like, yes, Blaze Sanford. So an offensive foul after the shot, as it'll be 1-1. One official, yes, it is a 1-1. One official put up 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Split style, while another one went with the 2 hands and the 1 finger on each hand. Chad Hart shooting the free throws on the front end of the 1-1. No good. High rebound, last touch by Aitkin. And it'll go back to the Eskimos as Blaze Sanford. An aggressive dish right back to the, ooh, that's not going to be good for Blaze, as he will receive a technical foul. After the loose rebound, ball went out of bounds. Blaze, little sidearm sling towards the official, hits him in the chest. Then the official aggressively bounces it right back to Blaze, and then Blaze throws it over the head of the official, which is 1 foul and then another one on the technical. So free throws assessed to Blaze Sanford, as the front end of the 2 guaranteed free throws for Quinn Berger will give now a 27-17 advantage. Second free throw is good. Under 7 minutes to go here. Now 12 points in the first half for Quinn Berger after the technical foul against.
I don't know what
what
happened there that transpired.
What happened was, as the loose ball off the free throw went out of bounds, Blaze went to go give the ball to the official, and maybe a little bit of extra momentum behind it hit the official right in the chest, and the official bounced the ball a little bit more aggressive towards Blaze, and then Blaze just threw it right over the head of the official, as the shot from Berger for 3 is good. 31-17, Gobblers down by 14 now with 6:42 to go. Christie, right side, thought about the 3, he'll drive inside the lane. Back out to Zach McDonald for a 3-pointer. Off the side of the rim, no good. Lilo with a loose rebound. Now it's picked up by Alex Palm. The Gobblers look to reassess. Now a double team on him and a foul called out on the floor against the Eskimos. Or they call a timeout before the, as we look like a foul against Esko. Will keep the ball for the Gobblers, and it's going to be a 1-1 with both teams now with 8 fouls in this first half.
That was Brett Lilo's 3rd, they call.
6.5 to go here in this first half. Gobblers down 31-17. As we'll see Landon Jansen and Gus Sanford checking in. Blaze Sanford is out, and so is Eli Christie. Alex Palm will shoot at least 1 guaranteed free throw. As the front end of the 1-1 is good for Alex Palm on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboards. Second free throw from Palm up on the way off the side of the rim and kicks right down to the hands of Carter Zizulka, as he'll hand it off to Quinn Berger with his 15 points in the first half across half court. Left side almost taken away by Zach. He almost comes out with it after the initial takeaway, but the Eskimos recovered it. Chad Hart up and under the basket. He'll go and dish it back out. Last touch by a Gobbler, and he'll go out of bounds, staying with the Eskimos. 31-18, Gobblers trail. Coy Parrish back in. Chad Hart out. Inbound to Connor Lottie, back to Berger, now to Lottie at the top of the circle. Zizulka dishes out from McCoy Parrish. Basket will count, and he is fouled off the right side and up and in. And 1 opportunity for McCoy Parrish. Foul against Landon Jansen. That'll be his 3rd. 6:02 to go here in the first half. Gobblers down now 33-18. Parrish at the line. Second time tonight for him, and one free throw is connected and good. 16-point lead, 34-18 with 6 minutes to go. Gobblers have some work in front of them. 9 fouls in the first half to Esko's 8, and a turnover on a pass tipped at midcourt now as Gobblers will get it right back. Now need to do something with it to Gus Sanford. Cross-court pass to Zach McDonald. Looks for somewhere to go to the right side now to Gus Sanford, back again from McDonald. Right back to Zach on the left side. Looks for that hard pass through the middle. We get a foul call on the floor, as it looks like. Player hitting the floor for Esko. I believe that is number 23, Carter Herman. Herman will get an offensive foul called against him, I should say. Number 23 for Esko, and Blaze Sanford will head to the line. 1-1 for him. Front end of the 1-1 for Sanford, no good. Tip ball out of the air. It's Herman that comes down with it. It's Zolka that is actually, and a foul called on that loose ball, as it was Zolka. And Blaze Sanford will have his third. And that is going to be 2 free throws guaranteed now for the Eskimos, as both teams in the bonus, but now the Eskimos in the double bonus.
Double bonus, yep.
5.5 to go in the first half. 35-18 now. Eli Christie checks back in for Blaze Sanford, who has 3 fouls. Landon Jansen also with 3 fouls. He's on the bench as well for Aitkin. Second free throw from Zolka is good. 37-18. Largest lead of the night. 36-18. 18-point lead, as the three-pointer from Eli Christie, no good, lands in the hands of Spindler. Gives it up to Quinn Berger across half court as the Eskimos drive from the other side. Loose ball through the lane. Gus Sanford comes out with it. Will hesitate. Left side now for Zach McDonald. Three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Put back by Eli Christie is good. 36-20, Gobblers trail. Through the lane with the left hand, denied by the rim. Last touch by the Eskimos. Number 2 in Zolka, as it goes out of bounds after the loose rebound. But the Gobblers will get the basketball with under 5 to go in the first half. Gobblers down by 16, led by Gus Sanford, who does have 8 points in this first half, to Zach McDonald on the left wing. Skip pass in the left corner, and stepping out of bounds with it, just barely must have been.
I think it was on the pass. It bounced, and bounced on the line, out of bounds.
There we go. Turnover by Aitkin nonetheless.
8th turnover for the Gobblers first half here.
Under 5 to go. Gobblers trailing by 16, 36-20. Dalton Spindler gets it out to Zolka to McCoy Parrish on the right wing, cutting through the middle. Now through the left side, over to Quinn Berger. Berger looks for a pass in, and now cross-court heave to McCoy Parrish for Spindler at the top of the circle. Double, triple clutches, three-pointer from Parrish is good. Knocks down a three-pointer, does McCoy Parrish, 39-20. As the Gobblers bring it back the other way with 4 to go in the first half, down by 19. As loose ball handling up and under the basket, somehow staying with it is Zolka.
He did travel.
He did.
Yeah.
As a missed shot the other way from McCoy Parrish will give it up to Gus Sanford across half court. Sanford through the right side, throws up a body, but still doesn't get the shot to go through. Gus Sanford tipping it up, and it'll be Quinn Berger across half court the other way. Right side, Parrish for a three-pointer, no good. It'll be Herman with the loose ball. And back up top now to the right side. Berger going to fire up another three, no good. Long rebound to Parrish as he somehow comes out with it. Quinn Berger to Dalton Spindler. Left side, now Spindler out on the left wing. Spins away from the free throw line. Floater in the lane, no good. A rebound down to Jalen Williams. We'll get a chance here to catch our breath after the back and forth displays on both ends of the floor. To the right side, now Eli Christie. Right side skip pass to Alex Palm as it goes out of bounds off the hand of an Eskimo. and will stay with the Gobblers with 3:12 to go in the first half. 39-20 remains our score. Gobblers down by 19. McDonald to inbound to Gus Sanford, who fires a three right off the inbound, no good. Palm with a rebound. Turnaround shot is good for him. Alex Palm putting up some production here now with 5 points in this first half. McCoy Parrish with a foul called at the free throw line. Even with a couple of steps to boot, McCoy Parrish will get him to the free throw line.
It's interesting that the official trailing the play from 45 feet away makes that call when there's two on this side of the court.
Eli Christie will get his first foul of the night. 2 free throws coming up nonetheless for McCoy Parrish. Misses the front end of 2. Exactly 3 minutes ago, Gobblers down by 17. Chris Herman checks out. We'll see in for the first time tonight, or since the game started. Mason Parrish, as the second free throw is good, 40-22. Under 3 to go in the first half. Gus Sanford across half court. Now we'll go back to the left with Eli Christie dribbling to the top of the circle at the free throw line. Pass back out on the perimeter to Jalen Williams on the right wing. He'll drive from the free throw line, throws up a shot. He is fouled out on the floor, and we'll get 2 free throws nonetheless on the continuation. And also now in the double bonus are the Gobblers. Dalton Spindler with his first of the half. First free throw from Jalen is good. 40-23. Gobblers trail. Connor Lottie will check in for Carter Zizulka. 2:43 to go. Jalen Williams' second free throw is good. 40-24. With 2:43 to play. Lottie across half court. Works it left side now to Spindler. Spindler looks for a pass back to Lottie at the top of the key now. We go back and forth. Spindler is going to fire up a three-pointer and just hits it dead on. Dalton Spindler now makes it 43-24, back to a 19-point deficit for the Gobblers across half court to Jalen Williams at the right elbow. Tries to force a pass down low through double traffic, and it's going to lead to a layup on the other end with Quinn Berger. 2 more points for him, 45-24. Now make it 17 first half points for the likes of Quinn Berger. Jumper in the lane off a missed shot from Zach McDonald, picked up by Quinn Berger across the timeline. In the lane, basket will not count as it's going to be a charge called against the Eskimos as Jalen Williams draws the contact. It's going to be Quinn Berger, his second foul. With 1:56 to go, 45-24, Gobblers trail by 21. Sanford across half court, Gus that is. To Alex Palm, outstretched the arm, but couldn't quite get enough behind to stop the momentum. Turnover by the Gobblers.
10th turnover for the Gobblers, 4 on the night for Esko.
1:40 to go here in this first half. Connor Lottie from the top of the key now, left side extended right in front of the Gobbler bench. Into the corner now, back out to Quinn Berger to Dalton Spindler. Cross-court heave back to Berger for a 3 in motion. Hits it, and it'll be 48-24. Doubling up the Eskimos are the Gobblers with 1:20 to go here in the first half. Gus Sanford across half court now to Zach McDonald. Now we'll go the left side after a pass from Christie to Sanford to Alex Palm as it's stolen away by McCoy Parrish. Parrish will take it himself, throws it down with the left hand. 50-24. Gobblers trail with 1 minute to go in the first half. Parrish with a little bit of an exclamation point here in the first half, with it being 50-24. Pass in the lane taken away by Quinn Berger and thrown forward by Dalton Spindler now, for Berger I should say. Back the other way as Connor Lottie tried to find an easy bucket underneath, but Alex Palm swatted away. 39 seconds exactly left here in this first half. 50-24 is the score as the Eskimos will inbound to the left of the basket. Left side inbound pass to Spindler. Outside the lane, McCoy Parrish with the left hand. Can't get the shot to go. Gus Sanford with a loose ball rebound. Now picked up a stretch pass out to Eli Christie. Cross-court heave again to Zach McDonald with 26 seconds to go. Drives right side, throws up an awkward floater, just left it a little bit short. It hits off the side of the rim. Rebounded loose out to Esko. Across half court for Connor Lottie with 16 seconds to go. Eskimos holding for the final shot, even up by 26. Loose ball. Eli Christie dribbles behind the back to take it away with 5 seconds to go. Throws up a shot. Basket will count, and he is fouled. Eli Christie. Cuts it down now, 50-26, and one free throw coming up with 3.6 seconds to go. Foul goes against number 10. That is going to be Connor Lottie, his first of the half. And one free throw from Eli Christie on its way, and no good. Rebound loose. It's going to be picked up by Mason Parrish. He'll throw up a half-court buzzer and off the backboard and out. 50-26, Gobblers trail going into the halftime locker room. Take a look here at out-of-town scoreboard, first half numbers, and much more coming up here with our halftime report. Gobblers trail 50-26 here on the Gobbler. YourLiveEvent.com as well.
Through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Aitkin,
You and your home's energy efficiency.
Welcome back here to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. And for those also tuning in to YourLiveEvent.com. Halftime score here for boys high school basketball, 50-26. Gobblers trail in a big way here in this first half after Again, another good fast start for the Gobblers. We're starting to establish themselves on the front end of the half and get things moving along, slowing things down and getting things to their direction. But then again, it was Esko in this first half building up a big lead and never looking back, rallying behind the likes of McCoy Parrish and also Quinn Berger. Quinn Berger, 20 of the 30 points in the first half scored by him alone, as the Gobblers, again, marred by the fact that they had 11 turnovers in the first half compared to Esko's 5 in the first half as well. Getting a look here at out-of-town scoreboard here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com. Girls high school basketball at the halftime on Talk 100 and YourLiveEvent.com. Battle of the Tigers. Pine River Bacchus up at halftime, 28-26 against Nevis. And then over on Real Country 94-3, a couple of wins for the Royalton Upsala Royals over the Mille Lacs Raiders and Aitkin Gobblers wrestling teams. 61-10, the Royals defeated the Raiders, and then the Royals defeated the Gobblers 55-17 at the halftime break as well. Or I should say, in the second of those three matches, a triangular, not a quadrangular as originally scheduled, because the likes of Cass Lake Bena, Black Duck Cass Lake Bena, had to drop out of that set of matches as well. So the Gobblers looking to rebound as they take on the Mille Lacs Raiders in the final match in the night, which is over on Real Country 94-3. Get a look here more with our halftime numbers coming up here on the other side of the break, and even big second half adjustments. The Gobblers are going to have to look into 20 first half points from Quinn Berger to lead the Eskimos, and halftime numbers for Aitkin leading at the break. Gus Sanford with 8 of the 26 points scored by him in the first half for Aitkin. More second half numbers and also second half adjustments coming up here as the Gobblers trail 50-26 here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
Your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses UC Advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
To help, Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative cares about you and your home's energy efficiency.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here with our halftime report on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com as well. 50-26 our halftime score. The Esko Eskimos on top of your Aitkin Gobblers in boys high school basketball. 20 first half points from Quinn Berger to lead the Eskimos. Gus Sanford leading the Gobblers with 8 points in the first half as Jeremy Jansen along with Paul Vold here tonight for the call of this game as well. And again, Jeremy, we talked about it starting off, of course, got off to a good start, was able to slow things down, were the Gobblers, but it just seemed that, again, a couple of turnovers early on led to the fact that Esko was able to pick up the pace, and, well, they never looked back in that first half, too.
Yeah, we got in a little foul trouble as well. Landon's sitting down with 3, you know. Blaze has 3, our 2 guys with big men tonight, and with Palm, he went out for a little while as well. But on the boards, 13 rebounds in the first half for Esko and 8 for the Gobblers to our 11 turnovers to their 5. And so the difference in the game, you know, the little things, rebound, control the ball, and you know, hats off to Esko. They shot the ball really well in that first half. I guess this Berger kid against Moose Lake the other night had 39 points. So,
there you go.
He's a shooter, and so we need to, you know, you got to be up in his shorts to make sure you got a hand in the face all the time. You don't want to give him an open look.
Yeah, obviously you're going to have to limit the opportunities for Quinn Berger in the second half, but obviously, too, going to have to create more chances on the offensive glass for Aitkin and pull back on the turnovers as well in order to scratch into a 24-point deficit. Little things like that are going to help out, at least crawl back into this one, too.
Yeah, you know, this second half here, you just do the little things right. You don't worry about what the score says at the end. You got to get back to playing good basketball, doing the little things to make you a better basketball team. You sometimes learn from games, but you got to battle back to give yourself some confidence for going into the next game.
Second half coming up here on the other side of this break. Aitkin trails 50-26 here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to
the Security State Bank building in Aitkin.
Second half just moments away from the start here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com as well. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen this evening. We got an update at all with the girls' game, Jeremy, at all? I know
halftime score down 33-13.
Okay. I know that Kelly's got the stream up on the laptop as well, so keeping a bird's eye view on that, keeping a bird's eye view on our stream as well. And things are going good, at least with the streams being up here tonight as well. Fresh 18 minutes on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin and Aitkin Health Services scoreboards here this evening, as it'll be the Eskimos to start off with the basketball here to open up the second half. With 18 minutes to the counting downward here in the second half, 50-26. The Eskimos lead with Quinn Berger, 21st half points for him. He goes back and forth with a teammate in McCoy Parrish. Berger with a handle at the free throw lane, dribbles his way out of trouble. Now back to the right side for Spindler. Spindler back to Berger. Right side for Spindler on the wing. Fed pass inside to the lane off the right side to the right elbow in the lane, but back out now to Berger from the left corner from McCoy Parrish, and stepping out of bounds with it was Quinn Berger, and the Gobblers will get the basketball 30 seconds in.
A 5-second call should have happened right out of the gate, and a 3-second call in the lane there, and the ref didn't see it the way I saw it. That's why they're out there and I'm up here.
This is very true. We got the better angle all the way up here. A lot of bodies they have to see through in order for some of those calls, apparently, to the left side now on the wing. Driving along the baseline, up with the right hand. Gus Sanford can't finish the shot as the rebound goes down to Dalton Spindler. He'll take it across half court, right side, looking for our first points of the second half for either team. Spindler going to fire up a three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound going to be on the jump ball and the tie-up. Parrish and Jansen battling over it. Possession arrow says it will go to Aitkin. And the Gobblers will get the basketball. Just 2 minutes, less than a minute now, actually. Over a minute into the start of our second halves. Second possession to start off the half for the Gobblers. Still looking for our first points for either side. Jalen Williams will drive. Basket will not go as he is fouled on his way to the hoop. On the arm, 2 free throws coming up for Jalen. 16:46 to play here in the first half.
That foul on Dalton Spindler, his second tonight.
2 for him, joining in a cavalcade of teammates with multiple fouls as the first free throw from Jalen is good. First points of the second half belong to Jalen Williams. Second free throw coming up here momentarily, up and on the way off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound down to Mason Parrish, as they'll give it up to McCoy across half court, off the left side, just high up off the glass, and finds the touch off the window and in. 52-27, Gobblers trail now with Gus Sanford across the timeline. From the right elbow, up and off the window, gets it to go for him. Gus hits the baseline and rolls out, but still gets the roll on the shot. As Parrish the other way, McCoy Parrish will answer right back. 54-29. Gobblers trail. Sanford back the other way offensively. Bullet pass to the right hip of Jalen Williams. Spins off the defender from the right side, just outside the free throw circle. To Gus Sanford on the left wing. Gets a screen from Jansen to the left elbow now. at the top of the key right side. McDonald tries to fight off the defender after getting a weak side screen. Now to Jalen Williams. He'll go left side off the baseline. Now turn around, jumper, no good. Long rebound loose. And picked up now by an Eskimo. Stretched out to Quinn Berger for three. Off the back of the iron. Hits off the top of the backboard and out. As the Gobblers will get the basketball right back.
Kind of up and down the floor to start here.
With Gus Sanford across the timeline for the Gobblers to Zach McDonald, that is. Gets a screen from Landon. Works off of that. Doesn't get much further than a couple of steps towards his left after the dribble to Jalen Williams at the top of the circle now. Working at left side now for Landon to Alex Palm. Fights off one. Jumper just inside the free throw lane. Gets another rebound as he fights his way up with a right-handed shot. Can't finish that one as McCoy Parrish with a full head of steam across half court. Loses the handle. Ball still loose out on the floor. And Mason Parrish gives it up to McCoy. Almost a over and back, and it will be an over and back. As the Gobblers will get the basketball back offensively after turnover by the Eskimos. Again, our out-of-town scoreboard, a little bit quiet. Halftime score over on Talk 100 and at yourliveevent.com. Girls basketball at halftime. In the Battle of the Tigers, Pine River Bacchus on top of Nevis 28-26. And still waiting for a final score on the wrestling match between Aitkin and Mille Lacs as both those teams fell to Royalton earlier tonight on Real Country 94.3.
Yeah, I think Royalton's a top 5 ranked single A.
Correct. Number 4 currently.
Yeah.
Yep. In the rankings according to the Guillotine. Aitkin in the lean and mean category in Class AA. As Eli Christie at the free throw line. Front end of the free throws, no good. Mason Parrish assessed his first foul of the night. 54-29. Second free throw from Christie up on the way to start the second half, no good. McCoy Parrish comes out with it. He'll come with some gusto across half court. Over to left side, left corner three, no good. Gets the rebound. McCoy Parrish will take the missed three from Dalton Spindler and throw it in for two. Up off the glass for 2 more points. Jalen Williams across half court, tries to fight off 2, 3, 4 defenders and gets it over to Eli Christie to Alex Palm. Loose handle, but regains control to Christie once again in front of the Gobbler bench. 14 minutes left here in the contest. Gobblers down 56-29. At the top of the key for Gus Sanford to Alex Palm. Looks for a cut pass down along the baseline. Nowhere to go for him, so we'll get it back to Christie near the top of the circle. Left elbow for Jansen inside for Palm. Denied the shot after Parrish swatted it out of his hand and tried to keep it alive with his palm, but he throws it out of bounds, trying to find Gus Sanford in the left corner. 13:49 to go here in this second half. Gobblers down 27 as the foul will be assessed on the floor. No, they're going to give them 2 free throw opportunities. This one will be against the Gobblers, and it will be a free throw opportunities for Nicholas Swanson.
Foul on Jalen Williams, his first.
Also the team's first of the second half compared to Esko's 2. As the first free throw good from Esko and Swanson. Zach McDonald back in as Jalen Williams will check out. Second free throw coming up and good for Nicholas Swanson. 58-29. Back to a doubled up lead, 29-point advantage. Landon Jansen up and under, tries to finish the shot strong. He does. And we'll get it to go for him. Gobblers have cracked 30 points, down by 27 at 58-31. McCoy Parrish to Swanson. He finishes his shot on that one, and now 60-31, Gobblers trail. 13:15 to play. Gus Sanford across half court gets a high screen as he loses the handle near midcourt. Body starting to go everywhere, and it'll be Alex Palm coming out with it to Eli Christie underneath the basket and fouled as Landon Jansen will hit the deck. And it'll be an opportunity for Jansen at the free throw line. It'll be the third team foul of the half for Esko as Jansen will head his way to the free throw line. 13:01 to go.
Foul called on, what did you say it was on?
And that'll be number 5. Looks like it'll assess that to Mason Parrish. Makes the first of 2, does Landon. 60-32. 13:01 to play. Second free throw coming up. No good. High rebound loose. Landon comes out with it with the right-handed shot. Can't finish the one up and off the rim and does not roll in for the Gobblers. Left corner now. McCoy Parrish loses the handle and fouled on his way to the lane. And that will go against the Gobblers, it looks like. We foul going to the Gobblers. I believe that'll go to Eli Christie. That'll be his second. And we will get free throws apparently from McCoy Parrish.
There was no shot attempt there, I didn't feel.
I would be in the agreement category with you on that one as well. As the first of 2,
Especially
no good
he's,
for
he's
Parrish.
left-handed driving right. He did not go up, you know. Not that the official knows that he's a left-hander, but.
Second free throw here momentarily as the official underneath the basket talking things over with the young men along the free throw lane. Second free throw good from Parrish, 61-32. As we get a timeout called on the floor, timeout called by Aitkin. 12:44 to play here, and the Gobblers are down 61-32 here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
.com.
Gobblers down 61-32 here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboards after a Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout taken by Coach Scott Stanfield. Gobblers down early, 3 fouls for Esko, 2 for Aitkin. But multiple fouls starting to stack up on both sides of the floor. Of course, Landon Jansen with 3, Blaze Sanford with 3, Eli Christie now with 2. On the other side, we see McCoy Parrish, Brett Lilo, along with Mason Parrish, Nicholas Swanson, Dalton Spindler, and Quinn Berger, all with at least 2 fouls. 3 fouls for Brett Lilo. We have yet to see him check in here in the second half and actually checked in during the timeout. Long inbound for Eli Christie, lays it up off the window for 2 points, and the Gobblers down. As a 3 the other way for Spindler, no good. Gus Sanford will get a board for Aitkin. After the timeout, Gobblers get a quick 2 from Eli Christie, now trailing by 27 at 61-34. Christie, left corner, 3 on the way from Sanford off the back of the rim, no good. Spindler gets a board for the Eskos. Bullet pass to McCoy Parrish with the left-handed roll and gets it to fall in. As McCoy Parrish continues to stack them up now, 23 points in the ball game, with Quinn Berger still silent here in the second half. Missed 3 from McDonald as Jansen can't finish the second shot, gets the rebound and finally gets it to go for him. 63-36 the other way for Esko. McCoy Parrish, top of the left side. Handed pass now to the right corner for Dalton Spindler. Quinn Berger for a 3, good. Ask and you shall receive, apparently, for the first points of the second half for Quinn Berger, and now tying his teammate in McCoy Parrish with 23 points, 66-36. Gobblers trail with 11:29 and counting downward in the ball game. Jansen inside, aggressive and off the glass for 2 more. Landon taking the team lead at 11 now. Points, Gus Sanford with 10. Loose ball stolen away by Zach McDonald. And a turnover by the Eskimos. Zach with a full head of steam, right side, blocked in the lane by Spindler. He comes out with it. Stretch pass the other way for Lilo. Hands it off to Quinn Berger, who's going to fire a 3 behind a teammate. And a rebound down to Landon Jansen. We go back the other way. Gobblers get an opportunity on the backside as Alex Palm will lead up off the window, and a timeout taken by Esko, it looks like. 66-40. Gobblers do trail with 10:48 to play here. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them as well. Gobblers trail here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
At R&J.
Right back here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. Checking our out-of-town scoreboard. Jeremy, girls over in Detroit Lakes tonight. What's the score as of late?
Down 59-14. 2.5 minutes to play in the second half. We've scored 1 point in the second half.
Okay, and we'll have the Gobbler girls coming up here the later half of this week. Thursday, right here at home, as the Gobblers will take on Rocori, and then we'll have the girls matchup against Pequot Lakes coming up on Friday as well, as the Gobblers hit the road here tonight. Gobbler boys will also be on the road Thursday. They're going to be at Detroit Lakes, so we'll flip locations as Aitkin girls out at Detroit Lakes tonight. Boys over there tomorrow night as well. And that brand new field house that they have over there.
Yeah.
Heard good things. Haven't seen it for myself, but heard good things.
Looks a lot like Perham's, you know, all the way around. Full bleachers.
Gobblers don't get the calls. The ball rolls out of bounds as Esko up 66-40 with 10.5 to play, as one of the officials in front right below our feet here, as we get a couple of players tying some loose shoes. Blaze Sanford checking in during the timeout for the Gobblers with his 3 fouls in the ball game, including a technical. Quinn Berger inbounds to Chad Hart, who checked in during the break as well. He'll drive from the free throw lane with the left-handed shot, too strong. Jalen Williams gets a rebound. He'll take it across half court, being chased by Hart. Williams with the right hand, too strong off the rim, but gets his own rebound loose. Jalen shot with the right hand, no good, as a player for Esko hops off the floor, as it looks like McCoy Parrish might have gotten caught up with a couple of different players, as limping on an ankle, it looks like, as a injury substitution will come in. Carter Zizolko will check in for the Eskimos. Little ginger on that right angle, looks like, for McCoy Parrish, as he'll be taken care of by medical personnel here at Aitkin High School. 10-10 to play here in the ball game. Gobblers down 66-40 as we get a jump ball on the tie-up. Possession arrow says we'll stay with the...
No, calling a foul on...
call a foul, actually. Excuse me.
Number 20.
This one's going to go against Zizolka, apparently.
Oh, number 2, sorry.
Number 2, yes. First foul of the night for Carter Zizolka. Long inbound stretch pass out to Jalen Williams off the inbound. Basket counts and fouled, as Jalen Williams will get 2 points for himself and an and one opportunity. 5th foul of the second half for Esko, 2nd for Zizolka. Bad stretch of a few seconds for Zizolka, and one opportunity now with 10:04 to play. Gobblers down 66-42. Completion of the three-point play hits for the Gobblers, now down 23. Alex Palm, Gus Sanford in for Zach McDonald and Landon Jansen. Now 10 minutes to go in the ball game on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Dalton Spindler to Quinn Berger, going to fire up a three-pointer, and will take back the team lead now with a 3-hit.
It's just too many times of leaving that kid open.
Now make it 26 on the night for Quinn Berger. 69-43 Gobblers trail with under 10 to go. Eli Christie back out to Jalen Williams from the right corner. Stopped, swatted in the lane. Zizolka keeps an eye on him as it goes off the leg of Quinn Berger and goes out of bounds. It will go back to Aitkin.
Nice hustle play by Blaze there. just enough to get the ball off of him and out of bounds and turn it over.
A lot of familiar names and sights here from both teams as well. Done a lot of action out on the football field in the last couple of years, and of course facing each other in the basketball world as well. And a foul called on the far side. Are they going to get a bench foul? We've seen a lot of weird stuff happen tonight here, as the official on the far side of the court,
I think
maybe a warning.
Yeah,
issuing a warning to the Aitkin bench apparently. And a lot of leering looks from officials to those not on the floor tonight. And we'll keep it at that with 69-43 our score. 9:24 to go as Dalton Spindler from the free throw lane looks for a kick pass back out. He'll turn around, jumper off the back of the iron. High rebound back out to Spindler. He'll go to Quinn Berger for a three. Why not? He hits it again. 72-43. Berger, 29 points. With still 9 minutes to go, half to play. Eli Christie across the left side now, across the midcourt stripe in the left corner. Now gives it back to Jalen Williams. Williams from the right elbow, back out to Gus Sanford, the free throw line. Cuts his way through the middle, throws a shot, hits off the side of the rim, but Berger will outlet off a stretch pass. Looking to keep the ball alive, it goes off. A gobbler and out, and I don't think John Woodrow is down there. No, he's down there. He's safe, though. John's good to go.
Yeah.
John probably would have thrown a shoulder in there to self-preservation as well.
Turn the table over for protection.
Exactly. 8:42 to go. Inbound stays with the Eskimos. 72-43, Gobblers trail. Three straight off the top now for Berger. Long rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Gobbler, and will stay with the Eskimos. 8.5 to go. Gobblers down. Inbound to the right side of the basket. Berger to Chad Hart from the right elbow. Dishes that left side for Brett Lilo. Throws up an awkward shot with the left hand. Rebound down to Zazulka. Back out to Hart. Berger for three. Good. 3 straight threes made by Quinn Berger. And he's now 75-43. 32 points on the night for Quinn Berger. With 8 minutes to go, 75-43. Gobblers trail to the right side now for Zach McDonald. McDonald looks for a pass towards the middle for Landon. Nothing there as he was being double defended. Gus Sanford, the free throw line, spins the right hand as the pass gets over to Alex Palm off the forearm of a Eskimo, and a three on the way with the putback too strong from Gus as we get a foul called on the backside. As Gus tried to go for the rebound, as this one will go against, I believe, Brett Lilo. It'll be his fourth. And 2 free throws coming up as well now, it looks like.
Berger's hit 8 3-pointers tonight.
First free throw from Sanford is good. 75-44. And also seeing McCoy Parrish back out on the floor, and seeing now number 25, Bray Mayle, 6'6", checking in for the first time tonight. 75-45. McCoy Parrish with reckless abandon back the other way. Somehow comes out with the loose ball after the missed three. 3 on the way from Quinn Berger, number 9. 35 points for him tonight as well. Gus Sanford tries to answer with a 3 of his own off the back of the rim. High rebound down to Bray Mayle, number 25, checking in for the first time tonight. Berger from the right wing. Being defended by Zach McDonald. Berger, right side pass to McCoy Parrish, loses the handle, but regains it just inside the arc on the right side. Back out to Quinn Berger. 78-45. 3 from him is no good, but a foul called, and they are going to say a foul called against. Well, the official did signal a foul against number 20. That was going to be
9.
9 made threes tonight here for Quinn Berger. Foul goes against Zach McDonald. That'll be his second. We'll get a late substitution off the floor for Aitkin. It'll be Eli Christie checking back into the game. He'll check in for Jalen Williams with 7 minutes to go. 78-45. Gobblers do trail. Cross-court heave. McCoy Parrish going to hit a three on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Loose rebound picked up by Landon Jansen. Under 7 to go here in the ball game. Gobblers looking for some sort of positivity here in the late minutes of this contest. Eli Christie to Landon Jansen with the right-hand basket. Will not go as he is fouled out on the floor. It'll be the 7th team foul, the second half. Yes, 7th team foul. And Dalton Spindler's 3rd foul. Say 2 free throws now for Landon in the act of shooting. 6:40 to go. First free throw is good for Landon, 78-46. Second free throw from Landon coming up after he receives the ball from the official. Up and good. Knocks in the pair. 78-47, 6:40 to go. McCoy Parrish across half court, works to the right side, will drive, and a foul called on the floor. Will be the inbound to the right side of the basket. 6.5 to go. Clock will stay stopped.
Eli Christie picked up that foul, his 2nd. Actually, his 3rd, my fault.
Yep, 3rd foul of the night for Eli. 6.5 to go. Right side inbound. Right on the top for Quinn Berger now. Misses the 3. Landon will get the rebound. A little extra forearm there for Bray Mail on the initial contact.
Berger is human.
Indeed. 9 made threes and had a streak of like 5 made in a row, at least, as Landon Jansen, Bray Mail have some pleasantries for each other as a foul called against Mail, it looks like. But Jansen will head his way to the free throw line as he is impeded upon his way to the basket, and that will be the first of the night as well for Bray Mail. First free throw from Landon is good. 78-48. 6:16 to go. Second free throw coming up here from Jansen on its way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Loose ball. It's picked up by Connor Lottie. Lottie across half court to Spindler. 3 on the way and good for number 21 there, who checks in for the first time tonight off the JV team, I think.
Yeah.
Sam Haugen.
Sam Haugen, yeah.
Haugen, number 21, a 3 made for him. 81-48 now the score. So Haugen in for the first time tonight. We'll get a 3 right off the bench as he gets a round of applause from his teammates and a ball going out of bounds. Last touch by the Gobblers will stay with the Eskimos. 5:40 to go on the Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Inbound to the right side for Connor Lottie as he was not fully established in the field of play. Braden Smith will check in for the Gobblers. Smith will check in for Eli Christie. Both teams starting to incorporate now a little bit deeper into the bench as well, seeing some movement to both sides of the floor. 3 from Jansen, no good. Rebound down to Alex Palm, out to Gus Sanford. He'll drive along the baseline, up and off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound and a putback follow through by Landon Jansen. 81-50. 5:16 to go. 16 points in the night for Landon. Across half court, Connor Lottie behind the back pass, behind the head. 3 on the way from Spindler, no good. A rebound is loose, and it'll be Braden Smith coming out with it as Gus Sanford will take his time with 5 minutes to go across half court. 81-50. 3 on jumper off the left elbow is good from Gus Sanford. And for Gus, now getting back out, scoring wise, up to 14 points in the night for him. Bray Mail gets rid of the pass to Connor Lottie just outside. Now McCoy Parrish. Basket is counting, and he is fouled as well. McCoy Parrish will get the 82nd, 83rd points of the night. 83-52. Foul against Zach McDonald. That'll be his 3rd. Blaze Sanford will check in for Gus. And then we'll also see Alex Palm checking out, bringing in again Jalen Williams for the Gobblers. And one free throw from Parrish is good, 84-52. Carter Herman in for the Eskimos as McCoy Parrish is out. 4.5 to go. 84-52 Gobblers trail with Zach McDonald with the handle on the left wing. Feed pass back out to Gus Sanford, and a foul called out on the floor. Bray Mail, believe, will be called, and it'll be a 1-and-1. Mail will get his second foul tonight, and Landon Jansen at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Ninth team foul, the half for the Eskimos. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Landon. Final score in that final wrestling match of the night in the triangular down in Onamia. Second free throw is good for Landon. Lakin's able to bounce back with a win against the Mille Lacs Raiders, 54-26.
Nice comeback win.
Yep, nice little victory there, finishing 1-2 on the night, or I should say 1-1 on the night for the Gobbler wrestlers. 4 minutes ago, 54-84. Gobblers trail in that margin by 30. McDonald with the loose handle, throws a wild pass to Braden Smith. Back out to Jalen Williams. Left side for Blaze Sanford down the left corner. Back out to Jalen Williams. Williams will drive from the free throw line, stops. Back out to Zach McDonald, firing up a three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by Sam Haugen across half court. Haugen and a foul called. Looks like this one against Aitkin. Zach McDonald will be called for it, his fourth, and that'll bring back in Gus Sanford.
Zach struggled from the field tonight, but the one thing you're going to get from Zach, you're going to get 100% work ethic every night, and he's still done a nice job hustling and playing hard out there.
3:33 to go. Foul called as Connor Alati was driving through the lane. And we'll get
Blaze, I think, is fourth.
Yeah, Blaze Sanford will be called for his fourth. No movement on the bench for Aitkin. 3:33. First free throw from Lottie, no good. Second free throw coming up here momentarily is on the way, and it is no good. Rebound down to Landon Jansen. Gus Sanford will take it across the timeline. To the left corner now for Jalen. Gonna fire up a three, no good. Last touch by Blaze, and it'll go out of bounds as the Gobblers will turn it back over now to the other side for Esko. Eli Christie checks back in for Jalen Williams with 3:20 to go. 84-54 our score. Top of the key for Sam Haugen. Haugen to the right side on the dribble. Now back to number 13 for the Eskimos. Nicholas Swanson, right corner for Herman. Drives from the right lane and can't get the shot to follow through. Picked up by Eli Christie with under 3 to go and a timeout called out on the floor. Looks like a timeout taken by Aitkin, a Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout. Looks like just a substitution timeout here. Get some bodies off the bench with 3 minutes to go, 2:59 to go. And we'll see substitutions in on both sides of the floor here, or they could actually just use the full timeout. Scoreboard says there's a full 60-second timeout, but I think the motion by the official was just to get substitutions in, and we'll go that way with under 3 to play. Checking in for the first time tonight, Keone Anderson will be for the Esko Eskimos. On the other side for Aitkin, we'll see for the first time tonight, number 33, that being Nathan Price in for the Gobblers as well. 84-54, clock remains stopped with 2:49 to go. Inbound from Christie to Jansen, draws 4 Esko defenders, and a foul called as it'll be Jansen heading his way to the free throw line once again.
I still find that funny that the official that can't see the play on the other side of the court makes that call with 2 officials here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying that.
Very interesting how that rotation works.
Yeah, yep.
84-54 as we are get a substitution for Aitkin here before too long. Looks like for Landon as Blaze Sanford kneels in front of the scorer's table. Splitting the difference was Landon, 84-55. As we'll see Brecken Williams and Blaze Sanford back into the ball game. Or I should say Brecken Williams in for the first time tonight. Blaze Sanford in as the shot from number 25, Bray Mail, is good for him. 86-55 with 2.5 to play. Williams, Brecken that is, to Eli Christie. Christie back out to Nathan Price to Braden Smith. Smith at the top of the circle now to the right side for Blaze Sanford. To Nathan Price in the right corner, cut pass to Eli Christie, beats back a couple of defenders to Braden Smith. He looks to drive outside the lane, up off the window, can't get the shot to go. Loose ball, it's collected by Connor Lottie. Lottie across half court from the free throw line, up off the window for Herman is good. 88-55 with under 2 to go. Gobblers down by 33. Go back the other way, shot in the lane from Christie, no good. A rebound down to Anderson, who comes out and stolen away by Blaze Sanford. A stoppage out on the floor as a foul called against, I believe this one will be against the Eskimos.
Double bonus, it looks like.
Anderson will be assessed as first, and the double bonus for the Gobblers. That means Blaze Sanford will head his way to the free throw line. Final score over on Talk 100 KLKS and YourLiveEvent.com is the first of two. Good for Blaze Sanford. 59-47, Pine River Bacchus wins the Battle of the Tigers over Nevis. Second free throw, no good. Christie with a rebound. Keeps it himself now to Brecken Williams. Out to the right corner now for Christie for a three. No good. Double bounce on the rim, but it lands in the hands of Bray Mail. To the left side. Now Connor Lottie, hesitation shot. Can't get it to fall in. He gets his own rebound. Cut back behind pass for Chris Herman. And that'll be 90-56. 1:15 to go here in the ball game. Gobblers will fall to 3-9 on the season with a road matchup against Detroit Lakes coming up Thursday night. Braden Smith for three, knocks it down. 90-59 the score. Quickly the other way for the Eskimos. Driving will be Connor Lottie, goes behind Anderson on a screen. Stolen away by Blaze Sanford. Sanford will go with under a minute to go. Loses the handle but regains it just outside the arc. Now will throw up a pass and a shot for Brecken Williams. Williams with his first points of the night, 90-61 with 40 seconds to go as Connor Lottie will take his time coming across half court. 13-2, Esko will improve, and also 6-0 on the Section 7-2A standings as a shot from Anderson misses the rim altogether and goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Eskimos. 25.1 seconds to go. Gobblers will bring it across half court with Braden Smith handling. Now to Brecken Williams on the left wing. Back up top now for Eli Christie. Christie to Blaze Sanford with 13 to play. Now up to Braden Smith, gonna fire three, blocked halfway up. Everybody's looking for the shot to go towards the hoop, and it got blocked about halfway up. 7.7 seconds to go. 90-61 the score. Eli Christie inbounds left the basket. Brecken Williams for a three off the side of the iron, no good. Long rebound, last touch by Nathan Price going out of bounds with 2.9 seconds to go. That will be all that she wrote here in the final inbound of the contest, and that will do it. Gobblers fall 90-61 tonight here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com. We've got lots coming up here in the postgame show. Hopefully catch word from Coach Scott Stanfield tonight and much more here with Homegrown Local Radio, The Gobbler, and YourLiveEvent.com.
We inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, Go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com. Aitkin Gobblers fall by the score of 90-61 tonight here as the boys fall here this evening against the Esko Eskimos tonight. Here on the postgame show, Paul Vold joined alongside with Jeremy Jansen tonight. And besides the fact of the number of turnovers tonight as well, it was just a hot shooting performance led by Quinn Berger tonight. 35 points for him tonight as well, with I think most of them, if not all of them, coming in the second half off the three-point shot.
Yeah, every basket he had in the second half was a three-pointer, and he had 9 of them on the night. And, you get a hot shooting night, but, a kid, he didn't miss many. I maybe counted 1 or 2 that he missed. Mm-hmm. And you get half of those that are misses, and that's 15 points right there, a difference in a game. And but they rebounded well. They distributed the ball well. They shot well. Parrish had 26 and 7. And so a nice team, and we just couldn't get. At one point it was 19-15, and the next time you looked up it was, 40-20. So they went on quite a run there.
Yeah, they certainly did, especially with those 2 players in Parrish, and then also with Berger, finishing the game 35 points. A lot of damage early on, but still pulling away with the fact that the Gobblers, 18 turnovers on the night. And, unfortunately as well, maybe not to the full size advantage that they wanted to, with having to bring in a younger player like Blaze Sanford tonight as well, missing Micah Lane on the night. But, again, gaining that experience is going to be helpful for a player like Blaze Sanford going against some of these teams that, they're going to be physical, and you're going to have to be able to contend with some of those bigger players too.
And he likes that. Blaze is a physical player, and he's really come on the last 2 or 3 games and given the Gobblers some good minutes. So down the stretch, to your point, you get some quality minutes against good team. He's going to help the Gobblers moving forward.
Final score here tonight, 90-61 here on the post-game show. Taking a look here at an out-of-town scoreboard before we take a break and announce our big deal player of the game, our Enbridge Energy player of the game as well here tonight. Over on the likes of Real Country 94.3 KKIN, the Aitkin Gobblers rebound with a win over the Mille Lacs Raiders 54-26 after falling to Royalton by the score of 55-17. The Raiders of Mille Lacs also fell to Royalton 61-10 in that triangular down in Onamia. Girls High School basketball on Talk 100 KLKS and YourLiveEvent.com was 59-47 Pine River Bacchus over Nevis. Take a break. We'll get you our big deal player of the game, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, and hopefully our post-game conversation coach Scott Stanfield tonight as well. Gobblers fall 90-61 here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet Buick GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Welcome back here to yourliveevent.com, as well as the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. As we get now an opportunity here in the postgame show, 90-61 Gobblers fall to Esko tonight, Section 7 2A boys basketball. Our big deal player of the game brought to you by Brandel Motors of Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, Willie's Marine McGregor, also Pizza Ranch and Baxter in Little Falls, Whitworth Precast in Pine River, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Crow Wing Kayaks in Cross Lake, Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, Advantage Seamless Gutters in Baxter, and Newman Construction in Brainerd. Our big deal player of the game tonight, well, probably no surprise, and pretty easy one. Quinn Berger tonight, 35 points for the Eskimos.
Yeah, 35.7 rebounds. Did a nice job, help controlling the offense. They've got 3 or 4 really. They start small, have 3 or 4 really nice guards that play there, and they're fast and get to the hoop and drive and kick, and they did a nice job tonight.
So our big deal player of the game T-shirt and a Pizza Ranch certificate will go to Quinn Berger for the Esko Eskimos. And we'll say a good crowd from Esko making the trip down here on a Tuesday night as well. So.
Yeah, especially when it's going to be 20 below on the ride back.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a easy drive, to say the least, for anybody in any stretch of the imagination. But while we got a chance as well, let's talk about our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game as well tonight. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is completed on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. It was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you from Enbridge. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game will go to Landon Jansen tonight for the Aitkin Gobblers.
Yeah, Landon had 19 points, 10 boards on the evening, and he got in foul trouble early in the first half, and he's got to, for the Gobblers to continue to have some success down low, he's got to stay out of foul trouble and stay away from the cheap fouls, and that's his dad saying that because I get to watch him. I don't care you get a block or something when you're working hard, but when you're reaching and doing the little things that get you the easy fouls, that's too much. But 19 points, 10 boards, and hopefully they come back out. They learn from this, and they're better for it.
Lots still to get to here. Of course, obviously, with the season, Gobblers going to be on the road now Thursday at Detroit Lakes. Now 3-9 on the season are the Aitkin Gobblers, as they're a little bit slow here out of the locker room as well. Probably won't push our luck too much further here with the post-game wrap-up here tonight. So the Gobblers on the road Thursday at Detroit Lakes. We'll also have coverage of the Aitkin girls coming up on Thursday as well here from Aitkin High School. But the Esko Eskimos, they are now 13-2 on the season, while they will be on the road as well. Friday, they will be at Barnum as well. Getting a look here at our upcoming broadcast schedule. We'll be off tomorrow night for high school sports with the Golden Gopher Basketball Weekly with Coach Ben Johnson, back at its normal time, 6 p.m. on Cash 95.9. Thursday night, we'll have all 6 stations going on Thursday night. Golden Gopher basketball, men's basketball against Ohio State. 5:30 pregame start on Cash 95, on 3WI AM 1270, 96.3 FM. Boys high school hockey, Park Rapids at Northern Lakes in Breezy Point on Skeeter 101.5. 6:40 pregame for that one. Boys high school basketball on Talk 100 KLKS. Pequot Lakes plays host to Staples Motley. 6:55 pregame. Girls high school basketball on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and yourliveevent.com as Aitkin takes on Rocori. That'll be a 6:55 pregame. Boys high school basketball on Real Country 94.3 KKIN FM as Mille Lacs will be at Long Prairie Gray Eagle. And then girls high school basketball's Henning will be at Pillager on Cash 95.9 3WI FM. Then we'll have high school girls basketball on a Friday evening as Pequot Lakes, number 10 ranked Pequot Lakes, will be at Aitkin, 6:55 pregame on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com as well. But again, you can stay up to date with our full broadcast schedule at the Saturday Sports Wrap. We'll have Championship Sunday, that doubleheader, the AFC and NFC Championship games, not only on 3WI AM 1270, but also on Real Country 94.3. And, of course, Real Country will also have Super Bowl 56 coming up in 3 weeks as well. So the Gobblers do fall tonight, 90-61. Gobblers now 3-9 on the season as well. As we start to wrap things up here with the post-game show, obviously the Gobblers going to be hitting the road. Detroit Lakes coming up here later on Thursday, then stay out on the road into next week as well. We'll have coverage of the Gobblers when they do come back home here next week as well. So any final thoughts here, Jeremy, before we sign things off for tonight?
Well, we're approaching Thursday will put us halfway through the regular season, and it's time to, create your identity. Who are you going to be? What team do you want to be? Do you want to be the team that plays defense and runs through the offense? And what I think they do. I'm not saying they don't, but they've understand. Now they're playing 13 games. They know what team they are and who they are when they play their best. And so Coach Stanfield, I have full confidence he knows that, and he'll get him playing. He's a good coach and can dial it up and knows what he has. So I look forward to it.
Absolutely. Late season stretch here for the Gobblers in store. 90-61 our final score here tonight from Aitkin High School. So we'll get you right back to your regularly scheduled programming as we wrap things up here, not only on yourliveevent.com, but also on the Gobbler. This has been a proud presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in to tonight's broadcast for this game and much more. You can stay up to date news, weather, and sports. Even check out sports scores and schedules all at rjbroadcasting.com. Well, until next time, Thursday night right here from Aitkin High School as the Gobbler girls will take on Rocori. For Jeremy Jansen, I'm Paul Vold signing off here on your home for Aitkin Gobbler Sports, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those tuning in online as well at yourliveevent.com, thanks so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you next time. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.